Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and dale to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee. Dee-dee, a fwit-dee-dee-dee-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Start with me on the stream. There we go. Normally, I have a little chat here with May. May is off doing May things, which are normally wonderful and amazing, but means she can't be present tonight. Let's go ahead and add the one and only Paulo Garbanzo to the stream, and I will have a mind. Oh dear Lord!
Surprised you, didn't I? Yes.
Is that supposed to make me shit my pants in terror?
It's to strike fear into the hearts of my enemies and to make them think I'm like 3 inches taller. Because
yeah, I mean, I didn't know that was a thing for you. I mean, I know I am almost a head taller than you are, but dude,
especially for me, the Narg. Yes.
In character. I got you.
Yeah.
I understand that normally this little chat is to give people time to log on. So I think we're just fucking around.
Okay.
But Nab said that generally, if we have a little front matter and a little like back and forth, is to give people time to actually get on. Like the counter, that's not the number of our usual regulars, so I don't think they're on.
Right. Yeah. Well, and those numbers bump. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I don't think we're supposed to tell them the plan, though. I think we're just supposed to.
Oh no. This is something I learned from improv. I'm always fucking forthcoming, man. Like,
well, I do want to say hi to everybody, Blondie and Zolani and Fantasy Palette, Skylark, everybody that I just saw. Dracula's stepdaughter, thanks for the sub. Thanks for resubbing all those everybody who's out there. I just saw all of their names popping up here, and I do want to thank them for all coming out here to the All Chad Savage Moon edition. This is gonna be awesome.
You do that social needs, like you rattle that rhythm. It's a very like the pattern that magicians use. I've not quite got that down yet.
I've had some practice.
Nice. All right.
Go look at like some of the first couple of episodes of Nat 21, and you can definitely see that it is not there.
It's a muscle that you've worked. Speaking of muscles,
oh my God.
How was that for transition? Speaking of muscles, it's not fair. You actually have them. Is that the juggling?
No, I do work out actually.
Okay. I mean, like it's not like juggling isn't physical.
No, juggling is millions of reps, but only like at like 0.8 pounds.
Right. And your range of motion is very specific.
Yeah, but you do get this muscle.
Yep.
Yeah. And then if you drop a lot, then
so drops a lot.
Juggler secret. Okay. When you're working on a new trick, you can tell a juggler's been working on a new trick because they have really good butt muscles because they're bending over to pick stuff up off the ground constantly. So
the closest I ever got to looking buff like that is I had mom muscles because I was the single dad of 2 kids.
Oh,
and
wow.
when you carry them around like that.
Yeah, there you go.
I was kind of buff for about 20 minutes there. All right, so that felt like it was an engaging rhythm as an opening. So, as the man suggested, this is the all Chad edition of Savage Moon. So it's not our usual gang of fierce ladies. They're off doing, isn't the meme hot girl shit? Like they're off doing hot girl shit.
Hot girl shit. Yeah.
And we have instead some amazing hunks of man meat. But before we do that, we're going to very quickly go over the meddling menu. So the meddling menu, somebody keeps turning it off. The meddling menu are the things that you can provide with Twitch points. First being inspiration. Inspiration must be assigned to a specific player character. They can use their inspiration to reroll literally anything. Saving throws, skill rolls, hit rolls, damage, anything. I think it's 1,000 points for that. Bree will correct me if I'm wrong about any of these. Chaos is put up in general. It's assigned to me, and it's licensed for me, an encouragement for me to fuck with the players, cause trouble, and make things worse. They love it. They love when you do that. They never have an issue. The game is always made better by chaos. And I believe that's 2,000 for a point of chaos. There's also Savage and Brutal. Those are applied to the entire group, and you'll see them in the upper right-hand corner. Those can be called upon by any group member. So if there is a Brutal in play, anything will crit on an 18 or better and do 4 times damage. Savage is 19 or better for 3 times damage. Also in Savage Moon, we don't do that wacky thing that 5th edition does where you roll the dice twice and apply the modifier once, because that's not Savage. Add up your damage and multiply it by 2 like God intended. And thus, if you do Savage, it's by 3 instead. If it's Brutal, it's by 4. And those, I believe, are 1,000 and 1,500. Bree, what you got? What's the cost for those?
Savage, I believe, is only 500.
Okay. So
And
5
then-
and 15?
It's 5 and 15.
Perfect. Thank you. Thanks very much. That is our, don't you call that position the Metatron in the larger Garbanzoverse? Oh, you're muted. I think you're muted. I'm not hearing anything. Uh-oh. Have we got a volume problem? Bree, did you accidentally mute us?
No, not that I can see. His mic does not say muted.
How about now?
Yes. Miraculous.
I have a magic mute button that I must have hit with my elbow.
You were just that swole.
Ah.
All right, so let's bring on our other guests. Our first guest is Mr. Paul Garbanzo,
That's right.
who is the originator of the Nat 21 Adventures channel. So he is, in his own way, my boss here. He is a Rennie performer, juggler, tour guide, world traveler. He'll start wars for you for like $5. He's an amazing human, and we're glad to have him here with us.
Well, it's great to be here. It's funny. I hear the echo of the Twitch channel lagging behind, and I don't know if that's me or.
I'm not getting
there it is. No, wait. There we go. That was me. Haha. Yes. And today I am playing Narg Grang, or as I like to call myself, the Narg Grang. My destiny is to be killed by some unknown creature that we've never seen before. And they will be named after me because it killed me. The first one in our tribe.
Can you bring on Bree? Because I don't think I can, because it looks like they're just blocked for me.
Oh.
Can you bring Adam on, please?
I would like to point out that I am bringing the gun. We'll just ignore that part.
Okay, I'll flex too.
I can feel it from here. Oh,
that was a very X-Men kind of moment, wasn't it? So this is, I always mispronounce your last name, or I think I do. Adam Eiler? Eiler. See, I knew I was wrong. Adam has been with us before. He was an elder Chad. So the last time we did all Chads, it was people that were going out to pasture and were being sent out to go die, and they did not. They kicked a lot of ass, and he's back with us. So welcome back, Adam.
Well, thank you very much. It's very nice to be here. Looking forward to this. And I am playing Raelith Beartaker. And I'm out to prove my mettle and to make sure that everyone recognizes that my father, at least according to my mother, was actually Reska, one of the Mensangers.
Let's add the inimitable Mr. Tribe to the mix. Oh, I hate the term the mix. Fucking bothers me. Do we have Mr. Tribe, which is Mick Jackstone? I don't think I can add him. Bree, I think that's all. There we go.
I got it. I figured it out. That's on
All
me.
right. So this is Barrett Tribe, old friend of mine. We've done a lot of theater projects together. We used to do some improv. He is an amazing person, amazing gamer. Is a bro of mine. It's definitely something I would take into combat with.
Yeah, smart.
Well, you were also briefly my physical trainer, so I know
True.
you'll at least not drop dead while I run into combat with a heart condition and
I also have 2 new ACLs, or somebody else's ACLs, lightly used.
That's a great show, ACL, by the way.
Right, yeah.
And you are playing Mick Jackstone today.
Yes, Mick Jackstone, a druid who is obsessed with male deer, the bucks, if you will, and likes to throw up the sign of the bucks. It's 2 meats, baby. Give me
All
that
right, so to round out our party, let's add a 4th member to your pack. And in this setting, a pack is a group of people within a tribe. Let us bring on the one, the only. You know him, you love him, you can't live without him. Shannon McCormick.
Hey, I am Nat Jackstone. I am Mick's little brother. Mick's really into deer, and I thought that maybe I could get really into deer, but I don't have his knack for being like a deer kind of guy. So what I had to do was I had to kind of make a pact with my patron to give me any kinds of skills at all, because I'm the annoying little brother. But don't let that listen.
So I didn't do an intro, and I know these sometimes seem to embarrass him, but Shannon is the shit. Shannon is a voice actor. He is an actor. You've probably seen him in something and may not have realized it. When I saw him the first time in Breaking Bad, I literally coughed Diet Coke out of my nose. My brother was like, "Why are you struggling to breathe?" Oh, that was my friend, and he's he also has been a pillar of the Austin improv and theater community for a great many years.
A long time because I'm old.
I mean, given this beard, I was not going to be the guy that calls you on your age, dude.
Yeah, but I'm right behind you. I just stick a beard on me, and I'm like,
I mean, I currently present as 70, which I am fucking not, but I can pass. I pass as 70.
Dude, I drew this one on, so I mean, you could too. It's just-
I guess I could. I don't think I could draw a beard as good as Mike's on my face.
No.
We are all young here. Thank you.
Oh, right.
This is
Okay,
not
okay.
an accident.
I just drew this on to look older.
You know, I can kill you right now is the thing. All right, so let us begin. We are going to begin in the settlement called Zur. Zur, super creatively, is also the name of the tribe that lives there. Zur has been going through some tough times of late. The first thing that happened is a invasion of red apes took over a bunch of this section of the island, including Zur. So for a while, the tribe of Zur, the people of Zur, were slaves of the red ape and their master. And their master, it turns out, none of these people know that. It's one of those like Marvel Comics editor notes. Their master was actually the reincarnation of the god of war from amongst the gods of the moon that had departed, who is now sleeping with one of the player characters. So the PCs in Book 1 freed Zur of their enslavement by the Red Apes. There have been more problems, however. The next problem was a lot of the people that helped deliver them from being captives, that helped show them the way forward, were young women. And this didn't land with the leadership and cause them to recognize maybe we should treat the two genders as we understand them equally and maybe bring them more into the process. That didn't actually land with them. Instead, what happened is a lot of the young women went, yeah, you know what? We got a lot of Chads running our tribe. So a large number of young women have formed their own packs and left, which means that Zur currently has one woman for about every 7 or 8 men, which is a serious problem. The last of the many problems happening to Zur is the leadership is in a bit of an idiocracy moment. Their best leaders have been faced with big challenges, and many have died. Those that remain, their one attribute that makes them leader is being swole. So that has resulted in a series of them trying to go fight a great beast to prove that they can lead, and many of them just being eaten by the great beast. So you've got a leader that's been tribal chief for about 3 days. They're not lasting real long, and each new one is stronger and dumber. So the 4 of you are called into the big tent, and Atro is the new chief. Atro is his muscles have muscles. A lot of people, to get definition, you have to kind of get pumpage and get them. He has resting swole face. Like at rest, this dude looks swole to the point where you wonder, is he muscular or is he literally swollen? Like he looks strange. He's got a very deep tan. He has the smallest loincloth allowed by the Disney Channel. And he's got a bunch of hangers on. And one of them, who is a young, like maybe 13-year-old man, is an oil boy. So he is constantly replenishing the oil over the muscles of Atro. So you have been called in You know that also in attendance is Gerd. Gerd is the master of the hunts, and recently new to the leadership of the tribe is Zavax. Zavax is the priest of thorns. So until fairly recently, the tribe had been giving regular sacrifice to the Prince of Thorns, which is a Fey Lord, for protection. In return, the Prince of Thorns would sometimes return a changeling, and the changeling would be a warlock. That didn't work out when one of them became a player character and got all uppity and player charactery. And she turned on her master, and the master came back to the tribe and basically said, "All right, I want boys from now on." So leadership has changed, and Zavax, who's the current priest, is basically the most edgelordy emo dude in the village. So they look for the tallest, palest, looking like Necron from Fire and Ice looking dude, and they made him priest and put a lot of thorny shit on him. He doesn't have any particular skills to make him priest, but he's like, I will lead, I understand. I have the proper look. So you are all brought in. You have all recently, within the last 6 months, had your first hunt, and you've all been blooded. Blooded being your first kill, you blood, and you are, even though you've been men since puberty, like you're not really a man in the tribe till you go on your first proper hunt and you're blooded. That's something that's happened for all 4 of you. There's been this other thing that happens once you're a man of the tribe, which is the boobs. So generally, also of concern to all Chads, certainly not a term you use for each other, is, yeah, a lot of you like get married and start families, and there are boobs. And it's very concerning that the number of boobs available is 0 boobs. So you've been called in, and there's a lot of meat on a table in the middle of the room. And the meat boy comes up with a tray of meat. Meat?
Of course.
Yeah.
I'll take whatever.
There is a variety of meats. There are meats. There are spiced vegetables. There are, however, no breads. There are no grains. It's something that a lot of them have been doing. It's been helping them achieve definition. So everyone indulges.
Is it called the right now diet?
Yeah, we can call it that. Outro, that's just the biggest rib that's there, and it's like a Flintstone size rib, clearly taken from some monster. Slathered, of course, because these are not people that understand biomechanics. If they're trying for something like keto, the amount of barbecue sauce on that rib has carbs that would negate the benefits of the rib. But Atro does not understand that and digs in. The Master of Hunts kind of looks at the chief like, "You're going to say something?" and then looks to you because the chief is busy eating rib. "Greetings, warriors."
Oh, that's us.
Yes, you are all new men of the tribe.
We are blooded, yes.
Totally. Check out my very real mustache.
Definitely waiting for a chance to go out and kill more. Become more like my father.
You may sit on those benches. The benches have no arms to allow you maximum spreadage.
Nice.
We know as young men, your testicles must be huge and full of rage.
Just absolutely swollen with anger, sir.
We would not ask you to attempt to close your legs. Have you had enough meat?
One more.
All right, meat boy, take care of the bear. All right, do any of you need the services of an oil boy?
I oiled it before I got here, just in case.
Yeah, I'm good.
Don't think we haven't noticed.
Doing fine.
Well done, Jack. Well done, Jack Stone.
I just waterproofed my fur, so I think the oil I don't know. I got plenty of oil.
Here's a new word we're experimenting with. Noise.
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 It's like
Noise.
saying nice, but it's also like a growl.
Noise.
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 Master of the hunt. Fine word. Fine new word.
Ah, he pulls on his nipples. Excellent.
Ha 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 ha.
So we've called you here for a reason. Chief, are you ready? Oh, all right. And he pulls a glob of sauce off his face and he stands up. He assumes a crab most muscular position. Oh,
Start counting the bumps as the muscles grow.
we got it. I needed to speak with you. We have a problem that you are our only solution for.
What is it?
Do you have the courage, the fearlessness?
Yes.
Ah, you answer without being told what the problem is.
Of course.
Perfect. Excellent.
Whatever it is, we shall best it.
So here's the beast that must be slain. We need you to find brides.
Fries?
Women.
Oh, women.
Slave
Female monster.
women?
Nope. It was what's the word? And he turns to the priest. The priest says metaphorical. It was metaphorical.
It was a meme.
It was meme-tastic.
I thought you said fries.
I don't know what
I don't know what that is.
The master of the hunt leans
I
in.
don't know either.
So it means that he didn't mean really that. He meant kind of like that.
What part is kind of like that?
So here's the thing.
Does he need us or only kind of needs us?
So there's not enough women to be your women. And without
Yeah.
the women,
Uh-huh.
I've been told it's hard for there to be more children.
Ah.
Oh,
Right. Right, because of the
Mm.
sex leading to children.
The priest steps forward. My lord, if I may. It's reproduction is important to the continued health of the tribe. Plus, I'm assuming you'd like some boobs.
Boobs! There we go. All right.
So we need you to go out into the world and to seek women to bring home, to join our tribe, to strengthen our tribe, make our tribe grow,
Uh-huh.
primarily through the semen that will come out of your balls.
So don't just bring the boobs back.
Oh, no, that happened once and it was terrible. No, we need the whole person and then for them to be compared to you.
Hmm.
If we
So-
have one woman, that's two boobs. So we bring back 2 boobs.
You are on a quest for 8 total boobs.
What if one has 3 and one has 1?
So the chief stands up and goes, "Ah!" and knocks over the meat table. Stop counting boobs. Go get fucked.
Yes, chieftain.
Yes,
As you command.
He starts breaking things out of an almost giant baby rage over trying to parse your conversation. And the master of the hunt escorts you out. Come with me.
Snag a turkey or a bear leg on the way out.
He's been taking berries of the roid plant, and they give him a rage
Oh.
and terrible acne. But his abs are amazing.
All 37 of them.
he has more abs than boobs that we have been asked to bring home.
So
Thorn
how they
Boy and the chief are right, though. The hunts are important, but if we don't have women to be brides for you to carry your children, we won't have children. We won't have more hunters.
So let me get this. Just maybe make this very clear for myself and my companions. He wants us to find girlfriends. Like, he wants us to get girlfriends.
I mean, you're sounding like a buttery boy there a little bit.
Come on, hey,
Hey, now you're just my brother you're talking about.
We
hey.
don't have to do poems or anything,
No, I can't.
but we're gonna need pregnant girls real soon.
How do we make sure they're pregnant before we find them?
Oh boy, I mean the
tell you.
priest's in charge of these things.
And then what happens is
Really?
Oh boy. So your pack is up to the challenge of finding mates.
Gerd, do you know where we can find them? What direction should we go?
So you do know, between you certainly, that this island is full of nomadic tribes. There are some tribes that have more fixed locations and settlements, and the previous group of characters have explored a lot of those places. You would know the thing you probably want to do is start looking for one of those nomadic tribes and either find a way to have effectively a cultural exchange and try to woo the brides, or go real caveman and try to bring back some brides. So
very
it's
not into that. As if from a meta standpoint, very not into that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just have to say, like, I'm not playing the game if we're gonna do that. We have to find girlfriends. It has to be consensual, or I don't want to play.
I will step back out of character to say I was certainly not expecting a bunch of like knocking people out and
Okay.
what amounts to rape, because that is not a fun
No,
game topic.
That's
What
not.
I
Okay.
was assuming is you encountering women with brains, identities, and individuality,
Love it.
and having
Love
to try to explain we have no women, and possibly subjecting yourselves to here's why you don't have women.
Okay. Love that idea.
And another thing I think is, I think people watching, hopefully, and it might be in the chat, understand that that's not the take of this game. And
I
certainly,
didn't think so. That's why I was confused.
oh no. It in danger of. It's funny. I put up an ad for this, and I got some incel guys being like, "Okay, so it's all about just like making fun of men, and like the women just seduce everybody to do anything they need, right?" And I had to avoid going into like white knight defensive rage. It was like, no, it's actually been delightful, and that's not at all how it goes, and that's really not how teenage girls supposed to act anyway, dude. And please fuck off. You have my special invitation to fuck off. So
Nice.
yes, any implication that that was the intention was a thing the NPC was saying that I fully prayed that the player characters would be. Absolutely not.
Okay, cool. I just had to check in. Had to check boundaries.
No. Absolutely perfect. Okay. So the group.
Thanks for checking. That was...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate it too.
Totally fine. So the group leaves confused, because I think also the thing that landed the best was also Narg and Relif checking in with each other about like not even being 100% on how any of that works. Because you know what a tribe like this does not have? Sex ed. Does not have it, right? So being, I think the take of it being very confused, maybe a little intrigued, but like what the hell, is entirely where these characters would be. Okay. So we are walking into the wilds. We would see the settlement behind them. And I think we begin with the brief conversation about, okay, what the fuck? We're going to assume from our meta conversation they've had so we won't bother having it. We're not just going to knock them over the head and take them back, right? And everyone just going, well, of course not.
Have you met the women of this tribe? Yeah. That's never going to happen.
Yeah. So the second part of that conversation would be this, which is, okay, what now, guys?
Well, I hear that you can get more fleas with honey than you can with... No, wait, how's it go?
Why do you want fleas? I tried to
not
get
really
rid of
about
fleas.
The fleas are a semaphore.
I once heard that it's possible that if you say words to the women, that you can get them to take you to bed. and they're supposed to be the correct words. Unfortunately, he was a bit drunk, and I didn't understand what he was saying after that.
Well,
Oh, you had the words, but then you didn't understand what the words were?
Something about odes and eloquation and poems.
apparently that's Buttery Boy stuff. You can't do that, man. You can't do Buttery Boy stuff.
Yeah. I like butter.
Nat and I, me too. Nat and I's parents, like our parents, they get along great. Like, my dad hangs around and waits for her to tell him what to do because he can't remember. He can't remember what to do, and neither can we. We're just like our dads.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. Is just to like be yourself and not know what to do. So when
And
we
say,
be yourself.
what do you want to happen?
What do you want
What
me to do?
To do, right.
What do you
Should I
mean?
lift this? And they'll say yes or no.
Should I turn into a male deer in front of you?
Ooh.
Because I can do that anytime. Well, twice a day. And then I need to rest because it is exhausting. I mean, y'all know what it's like to do something twice a day and then you're exhausted. Am I right, fellas? You know what I'm talking about?
2 reps.
Yeah, reps.
Eating is very tiring.
2 minimum.
I'm assuming someone rips a massive meat burp at this point.
Yeah.
So the party who has a decent survival check?
Not
Assuming
me.
The ranger would, right?
I do too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so who's got the higher bonus?
Bonus plus
Yep.
5.
Okay, so Bear, go ahead and roll an advantage because you're going to get help from Mick. I'm also fine with you using physical dice if you'd rather do that.
14.
Okay, so you start looking for places where other tribes would go. And as a ranger, you would know that would be good spots for hunting, good spots for good clean water. You are in an area that has some jungle in it. So this is not an area where food sources, like the other group is currently in a desert, but food is abundant here. So important things would be defensible areas, good hunting, things like that. And you would look also to go farther enough away from Zer that other tribes wouldn't worry about infringing on your hunting grounds.
Right.
So you've got 2-3 days of just travel.
I know where the tree marks are that will, come to the end of our territory. And
Yep.
once we reach them, I stop everybody. Be like, this is the end. See that mark on the tree there?
Mm.
That is the end of Zer territory. From here, we step into you can see what's there, but beyond that, into the unknown.
Some more trees.
Yes.
How did we agree that it was that tree?
Well, so we chose that tree because the next one is across that swamp right there, and it would have taken longer to actually get over there and mark it, and we would have gotten our boots all muddy. So we chose this tree.
Ah.
Yeah, why make the swamp part of our territory? It's crappy and I don't like it.
I know. We make the swamp part of our territory because unnamed beasts live there. And unnamed beasts I can smash with my club.
Or get killed by, right? Your dream.
My destiny. I am to be killed by an unnamed beast. And then we will call that beast the Narg.
So, Rilith, you actually know how to make the marks to set the territory. So you could do the things they're suggesting and make the marks and annex the swamp if you chose to.
Why not?
And
So
why
the-
not?
The
Why
larger
not?
our
More territory.
More
Take it over.
territory.
Make it our
territory,
own.
the more likely we are to be able to find women.
So in your search for women, for the 8 boobs of fate, our 4 heroes decide the thing to do is to take over the swamp.
Swamp women.
Swamp women.
I'm
of course.
definitely poking that swamp with a stick.
Let's all poke it with a stick.
Squish, 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 squish.
Hello, unnamed beast. Hello, any of you in there?
I'm going to need a D12 from Paulo, please.
A D12, eh?
High is good for the party. Bad is 1 is bad.
Oh, how about a 1 on a D12?
Well,
All right. Everybody roll a D12. I need to know who's the lowest roll, please. Four.
I got a 3.
3. So Nat is currently low ball. All right. So the thing that starts the initiative rolls and the combat, sort of the action is Nat literally goes under the swamp. So a very quick one of those shots, there's like a whoop, and there's a bloop, and he goes entirely under. So I need a perception roll from Narg against a 13.
Oh, wow, a 19.
Okay, so now give me an initiative roll. So sometimes they use perception to be whether or not you get a surprise round. So you can roll initiative now.
Okay. And then a 4.
Okay. Mick, perception roll, please, against the 13.
oh, me. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you.
I forgot about my character name.
It's like, who's Mick again? Oh,
I
right.
rolled a 19 as well.
All right, so then initiative, please.
Am I involved in that, or am I out of the picture for a
you're-
second?
No,
you're next
19.
I know you're not. So what's the initiative for Mick?
19.
It's okay. If this lags, I found that if I just talk really fast, it's the illusion that the combat's rolling going quick. Relif, I need a perception roll, please. Uh-oh. What happened to Narg?
Oh, I'm using my extra eyes.
Raelif is making absolute sure that he inspects the tree upon which he's going to be carving the new territory marks. It's like,
So
oh,
Mick-
that's there, right there. What?
Mick, you're the first person
Quiet
to
back
act.
there.
What do? Your brother has gone kabloop.
I dive at where he went kabloop.
So you do a very Princess Bride front end kind of dive?
Yeah.
Okay,
See
give
if
me
I
an athletics
beat-
check, please.
All right.
Because that would be the skill we'd use.
Okay, this is an 8-10.
Okay. I'll get back to you in a second. Narg,
Yarg.
the brothers have both gone into the swamp with a bloop.
If you get killed by an unnamed beast before I do, I'm going to kill you. Yarg. I'm going right in. Clearly.
Athletics test?
Pool party.
Oh, how about a 21? Nice.
Okay. I need you to roll a d12. High would be good for you. 1 would be very bad.
Oh, how about a 12?
Yeah.
So you feel a muscular toned limb that must be one of your companions.
Oh, okay. Is it connected to a monster?
So do you feel along the limb for a monster?
Yeah.
All right. Mick, Narg is traversing the poem of your body, just working his way down. I, however, need a dexterity save from Mick.
Yeah, I will try to, like, if I get to an unfamiliar object, I'm going to rip them apart. Because if one of those Jackstone brothers gets killed
What?
before I do, I'm...
I hope you find certain things before you, or the bad guy before you find other unknown objects.
I rolled a 14.
Okay.
Which shape was it? Sorry, I gotta put my glass on for a second.
Dexterity? Yeah, I'm sure that's fine.
Okay.
So I'm going to need you find not your brother, and you can't see when you're under the murky swamp, but you encounter a throbbing something throbbing
Hey, heyo.
and very warm
Yeah.
that you don't think is Nat.
No.
I don't throb.
What do you do?
I have a spear. I'm gonna try and stick it with the spear.
Okay, so you will stab the throb with the spear.
Yes.
Rolling it at advantage because having basically a grip on the target, stabbing it is not a hard.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't do that anymore. But
Heyo.
stabbing it is not tough.
Oh, I did not roll well. I mean, I rolled a 6, so I don't think even with.
Oh, Narg, that's you feel. That's mixed spear arm.
Ooh, nice.
So the reason Mick didn't hit is you now have a Narg dangling from your weapon arm. I'm gonna need an actual initiative roll from Ralph. Sorry.
This is just going to be a bad day. With my bonuses, I'm up to a 3.
Dear Lord. Nat, I need a constitution save.
For
Constitution
initiative,
save.
Yes, please.
Okay.
It's the perfect thing to ask of a warlock.
Yeah, because I just rolled with my bonus of 6.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you. Mick,
Okay.
so what do you do now that you have something that I could best describe as throbbing gristle? And you have a Narg dangling through weapon arm.
I'm going to let's see.
Can you throw me?
No, we're underwater.
Just launch me in
How,
some
how
way.
deep?
How
far
murky is this
water?
water?
So you thought it was like knee deep, and then suddenly Nat went bloop, and when you went where Nat went, there's obviously a drop.
Oh.
You're not sure how deep that goes.
And it's pretty murky, I take it, yeah?
It's very murky. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
it's like Chicago drinking water murky.
I really need more than fighting this thing. I really need to find Nat. So I'm gonna let go and reach around and see if I can find Nat.
You want to work your way down the gristle?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah,
Hang in, buddy.
So you're working your way down the gristle as Narg has worked his way down you. So the two of you are looking for the Nat, and you'll basically figure out very quickly you're both doing it.
okay.
Rayleigh, the boys are not back up. Now, D&D melee rounds have become wicked fast, so it's been only about 7-8 seconds. But it's still like alarming that they have not resurfaced.
turn back around, be like, wait, where? Oh,
The whole party is gone.
Just
well, just me now. No.
A piece of chalk in your hand.
you only need 2 boobs now.
Suddenly, this adventure got so much easier.
How much?
Pull out the short sword, check up to see if they're up there, and if they're not, then they must obviously be in the water. And
I'm
stare in
going
the
to
water to see if
declare-
I see them.
That's going to be the entire room lost to what no judgment. I'm going to call it stupidity. But Rayleigh like literally checks the air for his companions he saw jump in the water. All right, Mick, we're back to you. Roll that D12 again.
All right. Ooh, a 12.
So the throbbing gristle throbs, and it's got a pulsation in it. So
Okay.
picture a big sausage casing that gets just waves of some kind of meat or fluid that go through it, so it swells and then expands and contracts.
Bro, I just ate sausage for dinner. This is killing me.
Satan says, "You're welcome." And you do hear up ahead, even though science would say you wouldn't hear it, but the soundtrack says you do. You do hear like a coming from a little further down the gristle.
Okay. That sounds like my brother.
Okay. So I take it the two of you are just You're both of you are traversing Gristle. Is Narg? Are you not? Are you attacking the thing? Or are you both just working your way to the end?
If I can find what feels like a neck or something to strangle.
What feels like a thick vein.
All right, I'm gonna go for like a squeezing. I'm gonna try to choke it out.
Hey, Paul, did I give like the rated R warning at the top of the episode?
Probably not, but yeah, probably.
Can I retcon that in?
Well, I guess we've been warned now, haven't we?
If you're not a regular viewer, this is not uncommon. Yeah. Adam can back me up on that.
I don't want to tell Paul what to do, but I think you need to choke it. I think you need to try and tear it out. I think you need to jerk it off. All right? Just jerk it right off the rest of the body.
If it's that big, I will try to like squeeze it, get my foot in there, and just yoink.
You're going to yoink. You attempt the yoink maneuver. All right.
Yes.
So I'm going to need a strength roll.
Right on. That's a 16.
So this is a lot of like underwater footage shot by like a man in his 60s named Bunny that lingers on your musculature as you wrestle with the tentacle. Mick reaches the end of the tentacle. The end of the tentacle has a mouth, and the mouth is open, and it is halfway up your brother. So
wow.
From the waist, his legs are sticking out the end of this thing, and the waves that are going down the length of the tentacle is it's trying to swallow him into its mass.
You could almost say it's deep throating him right now.
I would not, because there is a level of vulgarity. Yeah, okay, it's deep throating.
You were setting me up. I mean, come on.
Only halfway.
I really love that as soon as we got the retcon R rating, Barrett was like, okay, here we go.
Look at that.
Everybody deal with it. I get this game now.
Yeah. No, I totally understand your reaction. By the way, the clarification, totally welcome. But yeah, that is the vibe of this thing. But given that, what is your next action? I mean, you do see the Narg is performing a maneuver on the heft of the thing.
Okay.
And he's got 16 strength. He has choked the proverbial chicken to the point where Nat cannot pass further down the orifice.
Right.
Oh, can I tell that that's Nat? Like,
I think you might see his face pushed up against the gristle.
Oh, I almost want to headbutt him because that's supposed to be me. That's supposed to be me.
Heyo.
Like,
all right, Mick, what are you doing? Given this,
I'm gonna spin my spear around and use the non-pointy end, so I don't accidentally kill my brother, to try and pry its mouth open.
So you're gonna roll to hit with the weapon at disadvantage.
Okay.
Because that is tricky, especially underwater like this.
Yeah. At least I was smart enough to spin it around, right?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Well, I got a 1 on that, which under standard D&D rules is a critical failure for combat.
Standard D&D rules edition natural 1 isn't anything, but it's one of those rules that people assume is a rule. So
I think it's combat, isn't it?
Nah, they mention in the all now have agency, do whatever the fuck you want section. It's not actually a rule. The only rule is it never succeeds.
I like that.
And here in Nat 20, in the Pauloverse, natural 1 is sacrosanct. You can't re-roll it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we're going to cut. I'm literally not going to give you an action, Adam, because I think literally what this calls for narratively is we just cut back to Raelith literally looking around like, where the fuck are my phone?
Looks up, then looks at the trees.
Oh, can we have it? Can we do this as a digital overlay of the John Travolta meme? He's got the like
when he's like looking around in Pulp Fiction, like where did everybody go?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, the Thermians in Galaxy Quest when they're like, look for the thing, and they're like,
I'm gonna need another con save from Nat. By the way, the last one, no spoilers, didn't go real well.
No, it did. It really did not.
Yeah,
It really did not. I mean, I didn't need spoilers to know that a 6
yeah,
is not
okay,
great.
fair.
Nat, you can't die. Nat's
I got
already
an
a
8.
thing.
Oh, so I mean, did they explain to you about Savage Moon? Because he can fucking die.
Oh, I can die. I'm guessing that's a
You can-
possibility.
No, that's just what I'm thinking.
The
You
nickname-
can't die. There's already such thing as a gnat.
The nickname for the game from the players is Pink Mist on the Moon.
Like what?
Spoiler, the Pink Mist on the Moon, and the pink mist, it's not pink chocolate. It's it's arterial spray. What was your second save? This is going to be great. I'm looking.
It
forward
was
to
an 8.
Well,
Ever so slightly better.
I was hoping it was going to be better than 8, but we'll work with 8.
Okay.
Upshot is you don't need to worry about making decisions this round. You're free of that.
Yeah, because I'm being digested.
So, Mick, your spear has in fact broken in half.
Cool.
Yeah. And also wedged your brother in a little tighter.
Cool. This is going great.
So, what's your next action?
Oh, it's back around to me again.
Well, I mean, you're going to notice in this situation, I'm going to be a little loosey goosey, but yes.
Let me see here.
We're not doing rules as written. We're doing rules as my bitch.
No, I know. I'll use Thorn Whip
Nice.
to try and wrap it around its neck under where my brother is and pull it tight to see if I can get
So
it.
you're going to wrap something to constrict and you can just pull on it?
Yeah, like some sort of gag, if you will, or
nice.
A constriction device on the.
Roll to hit an advantage because constricting the gristle turns out to not be difficult.
Okay, great.
Especially with Narg literally struggling to make sure that it can't swallow and choking it and yelling curses at Nat for being its victim.
This thing better already have a name, or Nat
Ooh.
better not.
I rolled an 18 and then a 20 with an advantage.
Oh,
Nice.
Perfect.
So Thorn Whip.
That's going to mean you rip the skin. So it's a little like taking barbed wire and around. I mean, if you can think of something else that would be a bit like a baby's arm with a strong vein and you put the barbed wire and then pull, that would be not good.
Yeah, I'm having trouble visualizing anything.
I'll send you some pictures later to your other account.
Okay. All right.
So I am going to need a third very important save for Nat.
Okay.
Pro tip, it would be awesome to make this one.
Yeah. Well, here.
Maybe if someone could give him inspiration or something.
Oh, he does have Inspire.
He's got Inspire, and that might be an important thing. And I have no Chaos, which is a little amount of plot armor for you.
Okay. Well, here we go.
Come on.
A 15, baby.
All right. So I'm going to need a strength roll from Nat.
Okay.
A rare instance where being swole is important for the Warlock.
Okay.
We're in trouble.
Let's go, Warlock.
Okay.
No.
I got a 6 because I have a -1 modifier on my strength.
So at this point, Narg and Adam, sorry for passing you over, but that felt like 18 seconds. I'm not sure your character would have come to a new decision in 18 seconds. Am I wrong?
I have finally reached the understanding that nothing swooped down and took them away.
So probably even a satisfied nod, like they're not in this. It's not a rock.
You've got all of this covered.
Yep.
Nothing from here.
Now I'm gonna now comes from here to here, and then eventually I'll get.
So Narg needs to not Narg. The Narg needs to make a perception roll now.
Alrighty, perception. 14.
So you're holding the thing and you're choking it, and you see the Thorn Whip rip the thing up, and you see Nat trying to fight his way out. It's a little like the old Freddy Krueger.
Oh yeah.
The nylon gag.
Well,
trying to box his way out, but it's like watching a baby wrestling with like
Under a blanket. Yeah.
yeah, it's not happening.
I will take my small knife and I, with only a little bit of concern for Nat, cut him out. And by little bit of concern, I mean he's not gonna die from this crazy creature. If I accidentally stab him a little bit, that's just me. So that's cool.
So you will birth your friend from the side of the throbbing gristle?
Yes.
All right. That will go as horribly as you expect.
I will give him the Narg section.
You rip. I'm going to need Shannon to roll that D12.
Okay.
Low, it's going to mean you're going to be cut by the birth.
Okay.
High means you're going to just swim your way out of the gash.
All right, here we go. Oof. Oh, hold on. I gotta. I was adding too many dice. Here we go. A D12. I got a 6 right in the middle.
Okay, you're going to take 2 points of damage
Okay.
because of a very, I'm not going to say clumsy because choices were made. So it's not like it's a fumble. It's just not caring if you're caught.
Right.
So
Speed.
it cuts through the gristle, and it's got like an old grandma's pudding kind of a skin to it, and that parts, and part of what comes out of the wound is Nat, who I assume immediately begins swimming up.
Oh, hell yes.
Okay. So the two of you that are now facing the thing, it's pulling itself back down into the depths. Do you let it go or do you grapple with the thing?
I mean, I'll just keep stabbing it.
Yeah, I look at Narg and I nod at him. Yeah, and then I keep fighting it.
So we're going to cut the camera back to Raelith. Raelith. It finally comes to the point where you remember watching them dive into the swamp.
Oh, yeah.
And you look down and you see Nat surface.
Oh, swim to shore.
Do you help him out? I mean, he's struggling a little bit. I love the idea that you just watch him drown.
We live this place. He should know how to swim.
Yeah, he should. Okay, so Shannon,
Get out of those robes.
Shannon, can you give me a flashback to your childhood with Raelith, where some equally boneheaded thing happened and you had a childhood mishap?
Yes. We were cooking together. We were tending the pot of the thing, and we didn't have anything to grill. We couldn't find any sticks that worked for the rabbit that we were grilling up. So Raelith being a little bit bigger than me, and Nat being the younger one, he made me hold it over the fire and didn't believe me when I told him that it hurt, that it was like burning me. But he was like, but that's how we get food. That is a good thing. And then, so I have like a little bit of, I have some burn marks on my right arm from where I held the rabbit.
And
It's also why I have no hair.
Damn good rabbit, by the way.
And that's why I became a warlock.
I'm mad.
I'm
So-
sitting there leaning on my spear.
About then, a bunch of bubbles come up and a bunch of blood.
Ooh. Wait. Where are Narg and Mick?
They're under the water fighting the thing that was eating me. I was getting eaten, and then Narg, I think he was mad because I don't know what that thing was. And then he stabbed me, but he also saved me. So and then they're fighting it. My brother was trying to help.
Chunks
hold
of
on.
bristle begin to surface, bloody chunks.
I reach down, pull Nat out. We should help them and throw Nat in and then dive in ourselves.
20 minutes later.
If I could give you an +1 inspire, I would.
20 minutes later, the group is on a section of the swamp that's actually ground that's risen up above the water, and you're taking a short rest. Am I wrong to assume that Nat is giving like a look to the the companion that threw you back in the swamp?
A little bit. I mean, it's to be expected. I mean, the rabbit, now the swamp, and it's, you know,
Your
I'm the
band-
little guy. They call me Nat. It's dumb.
So who would bandage up your arm? Would that
Me,
be
I do it myself.
Patron.
You were able to struggle with the tentacle until you found that it was an Ouroboros, like the other end also had a mouth. So its gut was in the middle of it, and you were able to eventually kill it. You're both a little beat up, but you were able to kill it. Are you interested in cooking any of the chunks of the gristle?
Does it look good?
I mean, it's a chunk of meat.
I mean, in celebration, we should set it on fire.
Is this the Narg? Did you do it?
Well, we killed it. It's clearly not worthy of taking my name if we can kill it.
Oh
It has
yeah.
no-
Oh,
it has no
Sorry.
name you know of, like it is unnamed.
It is,
We
but
have a
it is-
broken spear to skewer it with.
but it does have two mouths, so maybe we can give it like two names.
The Narg.
No, it has to kill him. The Narg has to kill him.
If
It
it
has
has,
to be worthy. It's just not worthy. It's just
if it has two, it is like boobs. So boobs.
Ooh.
Right.
Boobs.
because it's an enneagramma. It's because it no, just be boob. 'Cause it's
Boob.
B
It's
and a
boob.
if I can spell
The
B and O and O. See, it's
Or we mirror it, and it is the abo.
Abo.
I
There
think
we go. Nailed it.
Narg is going to take 1 point of psychic damage from that level of wordplay.
I will gladly take that.
So you cook up some cock steaks, and they taste a little like the very best meat at Golden Corral.
Okay. All right.
The very finest in Golden Corral meat.
It's
Okay.
All right.
So you say it's got low stakes.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And
Yeah.
here's what
Oh.
comes to tribe with the dad joke.
well,
Swinging in from outer space with the dad joke.
Yeah.
whatever part we don't eat, we're gonna drag it over to where Rylith has marked our swamp
Yeah.
and like find some sharpened sticks to leave it as a warning to other. Is it wait? Did we call it oboes?
abo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oboe.
Rylith, you're about to make a mark, and you notice there is a mark. And the mark is a line with two circles.
I look at it.
You've not seen that mark before.
I draw that mark all the time.
Very suggestive that maybe I should scratch it out before making our mark.
Clearly, the Romans have been here.
Scribble, 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 scribble. You make your mark. So you are going to camp that night. Do you want to spend the time and viewer attention making a watch order, or do we just have everybody roll D12 to see who's awake when something happens?
D12 works for me.
Just to 12, yeah.
Well,
The way I normally do this to avoid the time dickering over fucking camp watch schedules, everybody roll a D12. The low and the high roll are going to be on watch.
okay. Okay.
A nice 7, mid-range.
Yes, safe 7. 1. Well, that's
I want a
guarantee.
new die.
I got a 3.
I got 6.
So it's going to be the 7 and the 1. So is that going to be the Brady Bunch, the ones up top? It's going to be Rylith and Narg.
Yep.
Guess so.
So Nat, before you lay down in the swamp on a blanket, Is there any devotional you will do to the Prince of Thorns?
Yeah.
We both do it. We both
Yeah.
do it.
We're both going to do it. Also, one of the spells that I have chosen
Yeah.
is create bonfire.
Nice.
So I'm going to actually make a fire in order to honor the Prince of Thorns.
Were you going to cook the cock steak over the bonfire?
No, because I want that's cooking fire. This is a
sacred fire.
celebratory
Okay.
fire.
And I was going to ask of the weird barbarian of Mick, do you also serve? Like you obviously, do you also serve the Prince of Thorns in your own way?
In my own way, of course.
Well, Mick.
Brother.
And by Mick, I mean Barrett.
Yes, sorry. Yes.
You were indicating that you were helping him with his devotionals.
Oh yeah, we're both big fans.
Like we're like this.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like he's the warlock and I'm the druid, but we both worship the same.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
We're
So-
very ecumenical in our approach to our deal.
I will need one of you, I don't care which it is, to roll that D12 of fate. 1 is interesting to me, 12 is less interesting to the party.
I'm gonna have Shannon do it because he's
Okay.
the
Okay.
the closer.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna roll it. Here we go. And I literally rolled a 1.
All right.
Make a charisma save, please.
Okay. Oh, I've got good charisma.
I hate to interrupt
First
here,
means
but
I
I
rolled
would
it.
point out
Yeah.
that, Mike, you do have 2 chaos. You were wrong, so they do not have plot armor.
Oh.
Someone rolls a 1 on the D12. I mean, that is an excellent time. Thank you, Bree, to do this.
Man invokes
Fire
chaos.
free.
Wow! Yeah! Come on, everybody! Kneel, chaos! Wow!
Well, it's about time.
Raylift to make a perception roll.
$16.
Huh.
I see
Nat,
the shitstorm.
Nat is tossing a bit in his sleep. Would you check on him?
Walk over, take the butt of the spear. Pap, pap.
So before you do that, you do see he's clearly having a nightmare or something, but his skin has changed colors. It's gotten kind of brownish, and he has little thorns emerging from the skin.
Oh, in that case, about to raise up and hit him with the butt of the spear, turn around, calmly walk over to Mick. Pap, pap.
Ah! What?
And Narg, you see this going on because you're awake.
Oh,
And this
I am
is-
awake. Ah,
This is around like 1 a.m.
is this normal?
What? What's normal?
The thorn.
Whatever's happening to your brother.
Is it normal?
No,
No, this is new.
Well,
I'm
do
gonna
something
wake him.
about it.
Nat, wake up!
Huh?
Nat, you have to look at yourself. You look super rad right now. Your skin is darker and you got thorns coming out of your face.
How do I look at myself?
Is it a dire gnat?
Look at look in the swamp water. Maybe you can see a reflection. You really I describe it to you, but it's so difficult to describe how cool you look right now.
you feel really itchy.
Okay.
When your hand goes up to your face, you'd feel the thorns.
Oh.
And those are a little pleasurable, actually.
Oh.
Like
Oh,
that.
this is rad. You're right.
It's a gift. You've been chosen once again
Whoa.
by the Prince of Thorns.
I guess maybe getting eaten was good.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Perhaps it was the devotional tonight. You showed your true devotion. The way you sliced up your arm for
Right.
him.
So we spend a little money on a special effect shot, which will show one of your companions taking like a lantern and you looking in the swamp water. And then we will see that you basically have bark skin with thorns.
Nice.
Your armor class is currently 14.
Okay.
Th-
I will-
I was about to say that's totally metal, but it's wood.
And to anyone watching that has been following the show for a while, this is very similar to what a now fallen priestess of the Prince of Thorns had happened to her skin shortly before she failed the prince. But of course, these people don't know that. But it does in fact look rad.
Cool.
I'm very jealous. I have to admit, I'm very jealous of what's happening right now. I wish I looked that cool.
Ray
mean-
was sitting here thinking, I'm not going to be able to pick him up and throw him back in the water again next time.
I mean, you
Okay.
could, but it looks like it would hurt.
If the Prince of Thorns has done that to you, do you think that maybe now you're like a duke, a kick-ass Duke of Thorns, maybe? I mean,
You could be a duke.
right?
The Duck of
Duke
Thorns.
sounds cool.
He gave you a raise. I don't know.
Certainly seems like you've just become more devoted to him.
Yeah.
I think it's time. It's time to throw up the horns and give ourselves a little buck connection there.
Yeah.
This way. See if you can actually make this work, Shannon.
Nope.
Other way.
Mirror.
Other way. Yeah. That was too sweet.
I should mention in passing that Mr. Tribe is a huge fan of wrestling.
I am.
It may explain some of what happens here.
Yes.
All right.
A lot of in jokes
so-
for wrestling fans.
Yeah. Hey, I caught that one, man.
Yeah, he did.
So I normally only catch the in-depth movie references, which I'm like, thank God only Barrett is going to catch this one. All right. Morning comes. There's leftover cocksteak.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Matt, the transformation is not reversed. You are still gnarly.
I give him a high five. I don't care if it hurts.
I imagine his palm is not be thorned. So you're fine.
All right, fine. Still give him a high five.
All
That's
right.
totally awesome, man. Totally awesome.
Thank you.
So cool.
I feel sorry for his, the boobs he finds.
You continue looking for women's.
We should probably start.
Oh, yes.
I have to apologize, everybody. I said swamp women, and there were no women in the swamp.
There were none.
Just a throbbing
Well,
monster.
It's only been one day, and Ralph, I'm sorry, looks like Ralph to me. It looks like misspelled Ralph. Ralph, are you going to continue to scratch out any marks you find and claim the place for France?
Duh. Of
Okay.
course.
Totally.
So
I'm like, what's that?
you-
Nothing.
you
What does our
find-
symbol look like if it doesn't look like a line with two circles near it?
So your line, you also
Circle with one arrow down. An arrow going down.
Yep. That was kind of what I was thinking too. So you find more of like the line and the two circles, but you're scratching them out and putting yours in. The day goes like that. At about 2 p.m, I need everyone to make a perception roll, and I need two. So in fifth, if a group does a perception roll, half the group has to make it to make the roll. 14.
Nope, 12.
7.
Nat
I am
20.
literally probably standing around just saying, we killed the really big monster that's right here. So if there's any babes that want to yeah, because that's how cool we are. This guy's got thorns for skin.
So
Roll
Narg,
to 15. I don't know if that helps.
so Narg, if you had to crossbow to your head, say what your best feature is physically, what would that be?
I could take damage.
So it's just being tough.
Yes.
So it's hard to. I was picturing something you could flex while you're attracting women. but so maybe your chest, like sticking the chest. Yeah, so
I
you're
just
like
hit
sort of
myself
like-
in the chest with a stick.
Punching himself.
so kind of like a gorilla.
Yeah, oh, totally. Yeah, just
Okay. All right. All right. So the brothers will notice approaching you at a surprising speed are three creatures. Picture balls of arms with talons. So it's a ball of something like 24 limbs. And when they roll over the swamp, the way they're slapping the water allows them to kind of bounce along. So they're moving wicked fast. You see no evidence of eyes, mouths, ani, any other limbs, only talons. So what do the two of you do? Because you're the ones that have seen it. Seen them.
Alarm!
So you yell the word alarm.
And I point.
So everyone now sees the rolling ball. So there's no chance.
Prince of Thorns.
Surprise. Yeah. You get surprise round, but I'm gonna want you to. I want your default initiatives, which is 10 plus your dex modifier. Narg,
13.
what's yours?
13.
Thank you, Mick.
This is an initiative?
So this is going to be your default, which is 10 plus your dex.
Oh, okay. So that would be a 2.
So that's a 12. Nat, what's 10 plus your dex modifier?
Is a 2 modifier, so that's a 12.
A 12. And Rayleigh?
12 as well.
All right. So it's 113 and a whole bunch of 12. So they are faster than you.
Mm.
They're going to bounce, spin, roll. They're now at a range of 40 feet when their round ends. Narg, you're the first one to react.
Does anyone know what those are called? Because if not, that's a super awesome thing to kill me.
Never seen one of those before.
I mean,
I'm gonna ready my action to just leap right at it and double hand Great Club.
I mean, you've neatly set up that your people don't go into this swamp much, which means very few of the things in here have names for your tribe.
Hell yeah, that's totally a Nargrang.
And you only have, are you high enough level to have the 40-inch movement, or do you have to go the 30 and hold your action?
Second level, you know, the only thing you really have as a barbarian is just rage.
Right. Level 2, though, you get the weird armor class boost, though, right?
Yes,
That's
and advantage on dex saves. Yeah,
that's pretty buff. Okay,
Yeah.
so you are gonna run in and hold your action, so they come in just a little bit more. Whack. Perfect. Mick, what do you do? Narg is splash.
I'm also gonna start to close distance because I can't do anything from here. Oh no! Wait a minute. I'll turn into a fucking giant or a deer, a male deer.
Yeah? So you're like a stag.
Yes, a stag. That's the word I keep looking for.
You're gonna. It becomes a stag party.
It becomes it is now. It's Super
Exactly.
Stag Party.
So it's a
Super
group of
Stag
young men-
Party!
I'm just a unicorn.
It's a group of young men looking for boobs that is now a stag party.
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to say the words.
I
So-
wanted you to say the words so bad. I'm glad you did.
So you have to use your action, right? Because it's only Circle of the Moon that uses a bonus action.
Yeah.
But you can move in. So you're beside Narg. Nat, 2 of them have run in. 1 is now a stag. The stag is your brother. What do you
Yes. I am gonna get out my dagger. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna get ready. Not yet, but I can I can do a little poison spray for my hand. So I'm gonna get ready to shoot some poison at these guys. But I gotta wait till they're about 10 feet away.
So you're also going to be up in the line a little bit
Yes.
back.
Yeah.
Okay. Rayleigh, what do you do?
The better part of valor is the fact that I could go charging in, with my bow swung in 2 hands, or I could actually string it and work on preparing to fill them full of pin or make them pin cushions.
So are you saying that your ranger is so blockheaded that he doesn't go exploring with a strong bow?
Are you kidding? We're in the middle of a swamp. I don't want swamp rot onto my bowstring.
I mean, yeah, that's a sentence that can sometimes make sense to some people. Sure.
Duh. So string in the bow.
Okay, so we are treated to Rayleigh preparing his main weapon. At this point, the unnamed things are going to advance again. The first thing that happens when that happens is Narg is ready with his club. Go ahead and roll to hit. These things have an armor class of 14.
Oh yeah, and I might. That's because I have a +4 to hit. That's a 15 total.
Damage, please.
Dun, dun, D8 +3. Where's my D8? There it is. 5 + 3, 8. Yeah, die, Narg. Ah!
If you use or have heard the green, yellow, red thing. So we use, if something is multiple points, I say it's green. If something is roughly at half or less, it's yellow. If one more blow looks like it's going to take it out, it's red, which is always below 10. You hit it, it is yellow. I generally don't give you the exact numbers, but if you find something long enough, it might reveal itself just because like it becomes obvious. But the first blow against them, you're like, okay, 8 points, took it yellow. Mick.
Zolani's adding savage, knowing my dice will never get near it.
All right, so Mick doesn't get an attack, but Nat, you're ready with your poison spray.
Yep.
Go ahead and make with the poison spray.
Okay. So hold on. It's like I can do it at will. I just want to see what I need to do. Does it hit? Does it? Oh, okay. So I can just like spray it.
Yeah.
Let me see. Do I need to roll to hit or not?
I think poison spray is a roll to hit spell. Generally, the cantrips are going to be I make a save or you roll to hit.
Well, it's for the damage. It's a save. You have to roll a save, but for the hit, I don't know.
And if that save negates all the damage, that's generally all it is.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
So it has to make a Constitution save, or it takes a D12 of damage.
Ooh, that's a pretty good spell. I entered the word poison save. Come on, you idiot. Nope. I promise to stop doing that. Damn it, you brilliant bastard. Okay.
Ooh. Well, okay. So here comes a D12. Then.
Yeah, it failed. So go.
Okay.
Ahead. You got this.
A true acolyte at the thorns here. Poison it.
I got a 7.
Okay, so that takes that one yellow as well.
Ooh, nice.
At this point, I get my attacks. So Narg, it manages to not hit with any of those talons on its ball. Mick, I do hit, and it grabs onto you with multiple arms and starts ripping with its talons. 5 points of damage, which obviously go to your stag meat husk. Gotta love druids. And then
how come he gets a stag meat husk?
So Rayleigh hung back, which means the third ball is going to attack Nat.
Yep.
I roll a 5 though, so it manages to miss him.
Oh,
Narg, you're up.
I'm just gonna keep swinging. I will cast swing, my axe, and I. Oh, should I rage? Should I rage?
I mean, that's always the question, right?
I'll look at Mick, who is now a deer, and I'll go, should I rage?
I'm going to step in, and the GM is going to say, if you're asked that question in that way, even if you chose to, you can't do it.
Right. Not actually raging.
At the point where you're casually asking, shall I rage? You're either a Chris Claremont superhero, or you're not angry enough to rage.
I don't think I'm not angry enough. I don't think so. All right, now I'm angry because I just rolled a 2, so that's a total of a 6.
You've achieved motivation.
Swoosh. Now I'm mad.
Bagmek, do you want to antler it up a tree?
Sorry, was that to me? I didn't quite catch what you said.
You are the only one with antlers, so yes.
Yeah, sorry. What I heard was, do you want to run up a tree? So I'm going to turn up my speakers.
Sure. No, it's good.
And that'll probably help. I'm going to hit it with the antlers.
14. Perfect.
All right, here we go. Roll them dice. No, I don't hit.
All right. And Nat, look, you've got a ball of danger attacking you. What do you do?
Well, I mean, this little poison spray cantrip seems to be working pretty good. So
Well,
blast them again.
make with more poison? Okay.
Yep.
I managed to roll a 2 for my save.
Oh my goodness. That's good for me. And a D12. I did 6. No, 9. Sorry, that's upside down.
So how many did you do?
9.
So you
Nice.
poison it. It shrivels. The inner body sphere bursts, and it looks like its guts look like a dragon fruit. And there's a strong smell of berries in the air.
Berries?
Yep.
Okay.
And at this point, Raylif, you are strong.
So Raylith is going to take his first attack of the game.
You're strong. You want to pull up fast to retrieve it? Okay, so you want to go on the wounded one that Narg is fighting, or do you want to?
Narg wants to die, so let's give him a chance. I will shoot at the one that's going after Mick.
So you'll help the stag. Okay, good. You'll participate in the stag party.
I don't want to die. I just want to be killed.
Does a 13 hit? Nice.
Well, that's like a what is that? Like a Snow Patrol song. I'm plus 14.
Oh, basically it sails just between their open talons.
I am living for you doing fucking nothing all session.
You do have inspired. by the way.
You do have Inspire.
All right, how you feeling, Mick?
I'm hurt.
All right, let's pull that Inspire out and try this again. That one was a 14. Thank you very much.
Oh, look at that.
Your damage.
Yeah, 4.
I mean, that's a number. It's better than 1.
Wait,
All right, so it is still green, which probably doesn't shock you. And at this point, they can attack. So I do have an attack on Narg.
Nothing here.
Narg, you get hit. You take 4 points of damage.
Taken.
I can attack the stag. I missed the stag. I missed the stag.
Oh,
I did that.
Narg, you're up.
that's what I got.
Now I'm mad. I missed. It hit me. Total rage. All right.
Sweet. That's fair.
That's a roll of a 13, so that's 16. And then it does. So the rage does +2 damage.
Plus, your tribe won't wear masks because of freedom.
But I have these extra eyes, and I say, "Look me in the eyes, you eyeless, nameless monster." And then I do this. Anyway, so 6 plus my was +3, 9 +2 damage for the raging.
Dead,
so that
and it
is
splits up with like a dragon fruit, and now there's like with 2 dead, it's this really plain, very powerful, like slightly rotten berry smell.
Ugh.
Mick the Stag.
Yeah, here we go.
I could live with that nickname.
I got a 9 plus the stag's attack of a. It's still like, I don't think it's gonna hit a 14 now.
Okay. Nat, more poison, or do you have another plan?
So there's one. The one that's on Mick is
Green.
green still,
It took a hit, but it's green.
and we can't really. Is this thing just kind of like wheeling around?
Yep. It fights a little like Yoda.
Gotcha.
So it's moving and bouncing and
Spinning and doing this stuff.
yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to blast it with poison again.
Okay. I fail my save. Damage again.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
They don't like this poison spray.
Yeah, they
That is a 6.
okay. It is now red.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Rayleigh, you could maybe kill it with one shot.
Let's do it.
Have you met me?
I'm hoping that you're going to come across with a big whiff.
I don't actually want to hurt any of my arrows here, apparently.
Ah!
Or shoot them. Don't shoot them into the swamp. You'll never get them back.
Why not? I know at least one person who knows how to swim. I just toss them in.
I love the idea that the entire tribe of meatheads maybe only has one Fletcher, and he only gets like one arrow done a day, and he's like, "I'm working as hard as I can, man."
15, I hit.
That's a hit. Do your damage, sir.
7 points.
All right, so that would normally be the end of the combat.
However, this is me, so of course it can't be.
No, more like we're playing Savage Moon, and someone who is often Barbie has empowered me.
Ooh.
So we would follow. Did you ever see Return of the Living Dead?
Oh yeah.
If not, I highly fucking recommend it. It is a annual Halloween watch for me. Remember the shot we follow? They rupture the tanks, and the camera follows the gas coming out, and then it escapes in and goes up towards the clouds. That happens. Like the third one dies and ruptures again. Dragon fruit, and now that stench, that berry stench, is almost overpowering. And we follow. We're gonna have to graphically enhance the stink lines because otherwise the audience couldn't see them. So you see the cloud of mist, and it drifts over, and then we see the big one approach, which has been summoned by the release of the deaths of the 3 smaller ones. So you see one that is the size of 2 oxen, which is, I think, 1.8 Nissans using the Nissan scale. And it is angry. And you can tell because some of the hands are just making fists as it rolls forward. And it is coming in to avenge the young ones you have killed. I'm going to need you to roll initiative now. Narg.
That's a Narg. Oh, how about a 17? Man.
Yeah, because he is horny for battle. Nick, you're still a
I got
step.
17 as well.
And Nat.
8.
All right, well, that's reasonable. Rayleigh.
14.
All right. So
Actually, I take that back. It's one less.
okay, so it is currently 60 feet away. It is pissed. It has used its action to roll in, although it is. You've rolled fairly well. So Narg, you are the first one up. What you gonna do? It starts at 60 feet.
So he's too far away for, and he's in the air.
No, it's rolling over the swamp like the other ones did.
Oh. If I don't attack him in this round, hang on, I can't remember if rage. Does rage have to be melee?
I don't recall. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to make. Hang on, I'm gonna make a very angry crossbow shot.
I mean, I've got to like overhand throw my javelin at it.
Well, I'd buy that. Fuck the
actually,
rules.
just
I'd buy
says
that.
if you haven't attacked a hostile creature,
angry
your last
javelins-
turn.
Angry javelins.
Yeah.
fine, man.
So apparently, rage still is in effect as long as you attack something.
I mean, Mr. Garbanzo,
See,
number one, stop drilling for the oil because I already gave you the roll.
okay.
Number two, I need to see what the angry hurled javelin looks like.
Oh, I
Like
literally, I'm literally just throwing it like this because I'm just so mad.
Oh, just
I'm just-
hand over.
Just
Okay.
like,
A 2-handed javelin through.
But the good news, and there won't be a lot in the fight with this thing, is that its armor class is only 12.
well, I only rolled an 8, but I have +4 with my beautiful dex bonus. So That is actually a 12.
It's legitimately just enough. Okay, so go ahead and do your damage. By the way, I'll remind the players that you have a Savage and a Brutal racked up in the upper right-hand corner, meaning if you drop an 18 or a 19, you can do a shitload of damage.
I rolled a 6 plus 2, so 8. And then, but that's
I
the
like
absolute-
that our regular viewers now know when I'm throwing a mini boss and respond by throwing out Inspires, Savage, and Brutals. They don't seem like they're rooting for you because of the chaos thing, but they're kind of.
But then they're rooting for us. Yeah.
All right, so good hit, Narg. Mick
Yeah.
is angry, throwing a javelin with amazing form.
I can cover 50 feet in a turn. So
you want to get close, and then when I come in, because it's rolling towards you,
yeah.
just antler the hell out of it.
Yep.
Okay,
That's what I want to do.
so you'll end up 10 feet away and be ready with your moves.
How'd you know that's what I wanted to do?
I mean, I'm smarter than you, man.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm glad that. I mean, you are incredibly handsome, and you
Thank
have a lot of insight.
Yeah.
So I think we all roll up a little different.
Yeah, I do think so too.
All
right.
Go ahead and do you want to take a shot at this thing? Raylith?
I do. In fact, in this case, I'm going to make sure that I pull out the special arrow, the one that has a slightly bigger tip on it, because I want to just drive this one home.
You want to drive it home with the big tip while you're on the stag party?
Just the tip, baby. Just the
Okay.
tip.
Nice.
So while I used a 2-handed arrow, you used the just.
You did, yes.
Yeah, it's all about the usage, right? Not the size of it.
Yeah.
The heft.
Man, I mean, I assume
13 to
you
hit.
read the fucking Conan books. I'm not sure how over the top we're actually making it.
Yeah.
We might be being real fucking subtle.
All right. So we need to up our game. Is that what you're telling me?
No, we're good. So what did you roll to hit?
I hit. If you take AC is 12, I hit, and 7 points of
Beautiful.
damage again.
Nice. It is still profoundly green. And I go before Nat because Nat has the disadvantage of having an 8 initiative. I start to roll forward and immediately encounter Mick. Mick the stag may now attack with the horns, the antlers.
Here we go. Oops. Got a.
I'll point out again, by the way, to Narg.
So I hit.
Narg, it is now in combat, not with you.
And then ram
Extra rage.
1d6 plus 3. So I'm getting used to playing this animal. I got 5 total.
All right. It is still profound. Rayla, another shot, sir? And then I'll go back to Nat because I forgot him at the end of the round. I lost sight of him with an initiative that low. It was hard to see.
That's easy to do.
So first, though, I want Rayla's next shot.
Ooh, 18. So I can actually use one of the savages,
I
right?
want to use, I can use Savage, which will mean you're going to add up your damage and you're going to fucking triple it.
Woo!
Yeah. So that's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, tripled.
27.
Savage.
All right.
Finally got the right balance. This is the one where the guy wasn't drunk that day when he made the arrow.
It is now profoundly yellow. Like that was a really good shot. It's not red though. Like it is a big chunk of terrible meat. Nat, what
Should
was
keep
your
this guy.
action? What's your action? Let's do it.
So
right
how close is it to me now?
now. It is 50 feet away from you.
50-50.
5-0. Which I think is shit. That's like only about 3 Nissans.
Yeah, there we go. So I am going to stand there waiting for it to come because I am going to, as it gets closer, I'm going to burn it with my burning hand, not my
Well,
poison hand.
It won't because it's in close combat now. With your
Oh,
brother.
with my brother. So
Yeah.
I perceive this.
Yes.
Yes.
it's right,
He's in
like,
front. Yeah.
he ran up as the stag.
I'm running in to tag in, baby, with my
Yes!
fiery hands.
Is I have not rolled the hit on him either, so I'm gonna have to catch that up too.
Okay. I'm running in. I'm running in to join Mick the stag.
Nice. All right, so Mick, I owe you some attacks. So the first things will need 1 attack around. This one gets 3. Hit. Natural 20.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
You take 5.
Okay.
You take 4.
Okay.
You take 12.
So that's 25 total damage I've taken. So I am that stag is ripped up.
Okay, so I always
Don't
picture it
have
like
any-
being, I picture it like being a skin changer, and like the meat suit just gets ripped off of you.
Yeah.
So there's a Mick inside.
Right.
What's inside the duck? Look, it's a guy.
Uh-huh.
All right. And at this point, Nat runs up and like you feel him before he arrives. It's my brother. He's at my side. You can manage with mixed cooperation to do a burning hands, but he's going to have to be where the burning will. You don't want to burninate your brother.
No.
Okay. So go ahead and is burning hands a you roll to hit or an I save?
No, it's a you roll dexterity save.
Well, the reason that their dex is lower is the little things had a pretty high dex. They bounced along. This thing is massive and has a lower dex,
Yep.
meaning it fails its save.
Cool. So I do 3d6 of fire damage. 1 second.
Hey, Narg, does that mean we call this thing a Mick now?
Kills it. It has
That
to
is
get the name.
12 dice.
You-
12 points of fire damage.
You literally take it to 1 hit point.
Okay.
Narg,
Amazing.
Narg,
I-
it's got 1 hit point.
I can tell that it's hurting, and I just leap up on it and say, "You are not Narg," and hit it as
So
hard as I
50
humanly
feet
can.
away.
And I
Can you make 50 feet?
I guess I'm javeling it then. I'm using as much movement as I can,
Well,
and I
I'll
will.
give you the. We have a heroic action rule, so you can do
Oh, yeah.
your movement, do a leap at the end, and try to do a hand to hand if you want.
Oh hell yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So go ahead and give me an athletics test.
That's gonna be 15 plus my +2, so
Okay,
17.
This could have been very embarrassing, but fortunately, we get the whole. I call it the derp, which any like fight coordinator will tell you is the stupidest thing in movies, which is the throwing your weight forward and going through the air with your chest out, like no one would ever do fighting anyone for any reason ever. But I think Narg derps through the air and it comes down with a club smash. So go ahead and roll the hit. I'm going to give you advantage because that was it's not expecting a derp attack.
Oh, good, because I did roll a 6 on that first one. That's 14 total.
So
Nice.
you do manage to hit because of your madness. And so you got 1 hit point. So please describe the impact.
Well, pretty much it just comes down all the way on it. Wham! You are not the Narg. You, and I just continue beating it until it
I'm
is
out of chaos though, right?
just ground level. I think you might have 1 chaos. I think you have 1 chaos.
So I'm gonna admit that was a little bit of a joke because I kind of knew, because it would be an awful shame if you hit it and it ruptures, and inside are 4 smaller ones, wouldn't it?
That would be horrible. Ah, son of a.
So there
You
are
killed
now
the Mick. Now we're going to hit the Micklets.
4 new opponents, which are the smaller rolling spheres. And at this point, because that was Narg, Mick, look, there's 4 more. What are you doing?
I have half a spear. I'll close and go ahead and stab one with my spear.
Okay, roll to hit. These have armor class of 14.
Okay.
Did I do that?
Yes.
Wow.
I hit.
You did the voice though, thank God.
That's right.
And my spear does. Sorry.
Spears D6? D8.
D6. I don't know. I was rolling D6.
That's D6.
3 plus nothing. So
Right. So that one is green. And Rayla, look, it's still happening.
All right, so we're now dealing with 4 Micklets. All right, then how far away are they?
They're currently 50 feet away from you.
All right, I actually want to run up about 30 and see if I can get a bit closer. So I got a much better shot on one of them, and then
I'm pretty sure Micklets are like candy I ate in the 80s.
Anyways, this arrow was made on a Tuesday. It's going to do wonderful. Oh, 18.
You want to hit the one that Mick put some damage on?
Yeah, let's do that. And then it's just a straight up 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Let's not use up that brutal yet.
I think since it only actually killed Stagmick, I think we'll just have to call them Stagmicks. It didn't actually kill Mick.
I'm sorry, was that a miss?
Oh, 5 points of damage total.
Thank you, sir. That's
Apologies.
going to be red. And at this point, so up front, I've got Mick, not the stag. I've got Narg. I don't have Rayleigh, but Rayleigh's closer now. And Nat is kind of close. So this feels like 2 attacks on both Narg and Mick. So Narg, miss, hit. You're going to take 6 points, but you're raging, so it's reduced to 3.
Ooh.
Mick, hit, miss. The hit does 5 points of damage.
All right.
And then Nat, you're up.
How close? I'm back to poison because I can do that at will. The fire hands took a little out of me. I only got
You
one
want
more
to move
spell slot.
back a little bit because you're really awfully close to Mick, but you
Yeah.
can do that and still do your attack. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I failed to save with 7.
Oh, love it. Okay, here we go.
Do you want
Poison
to
blast.
finish the wounded one or attack a new one?
New one.
Okay.
Only 3.
All right. All right. And okay, and that's going to be helping your brother. Okay, they're backwards in my order, but that's fine. Narg, you're up. You have one that's almost dead.
I will smash it.
Well, let's see. How do you do?
Natural 21.
Ooh, baby.
That's brutal.
Okay, so that's going to be double your damage.
That's 8 total. But
That's-
times 2.
That'll that's going to way kill it. It has 4 hit points left.
You
So it not only comes open, it bursts. So there are arms and gut jackfruit everywhere.
If we kill 3 more, then we get another big one, right?
That seems to be
Never
the
ending
math.
battle.
It's already been named. I don't think you can do any of that.
Nick, you're up.
I'm gonna Thorn Whip.
Okay. That's a roll to hit one.
Yeah. Got ourselves a good old fashioned natural 20.
Yo.
So roll up your damage
In a
and
row.
roll up and double it.
All right. It's also a D6. 8 total.
8 total or like 16 when you double it.
No, 8 total.
It takes it to 1 hit point.
Mm.
Rayla, do you want to take out the one that's only got 1 hit point left?
That actually, yeah, go helping to. However, tired of standing in the back. Everyone else is having all the fun. Plant my bow and be like, "I'll be back for you later." Pull out the short sword as I come running in. Hooah!
You have to say it like the Mr. Microphone from the 70s commercial. I'll be back for you later.
Later. Oh, thank God. You're going to come back and we can sing over your radio. I really hope you come. Do you think they're going to come back? Gloria, like, for fuck's sake, please, Lord Jesus, I hope they come back with that microphone. So do you hit?
13.
Hit. No, missed by 1.
Oh.
That's 14. That's
A
going to
little
be
rusty with this. I'm more used to that.
1 hit on Narg, and I do hit. That's 7 points, half to 4. 2 attacks on Mick. That's a miss. Another miss. Nat, you're up. You want to try to kill the last one with poison?
Yes, I would. Wait, there's one left?
No. There's one that only has 1 hit point. The other 2 are green.
And the other two are fully green. Okay. Yeah, let's try to get the one. Let's try to like get the one that's struggling.
So I make the save. Does that mean 0 damage?
It means 0 damage.
So that was the first successful save against that.
Yep,
poison.
it doesn't do anything.
Narg, you're up.
Oh,
Managed to kill you.
I trust that my companions will be able to take out the one with 1 hit points. I will try to lay the smackdown on a brand new one.
You've got one in front of you that's green.
You're really hoping there, Nat.
Rolled 18, so that is a 22.
So if you wanted to, you could use the brutal and you do quadruple damage.
It is a brand new guy, and I am still pissed. So yeah, let's do that.
So you get another, I think, and the ladies will be happy. There, I think, is now officially pink mist on the moon.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Here we go.
I rolled a 7. That's plus my strength is my strength bonus is actually only plus 2. So that's so 9 times quadruple.
And you are covered in horror movie gore gun levels of particleized spatter.
I guess I was supposed to point first and then swing.
Mick, you're up. You have 1 at 1 hit point and 1 that's full.
I'm gonna hit the one with 1 hit point just because we gotta winnow these down. I'll just attack with my half spear again.
Okay. You've actually invented a Roman weapon.
I got it.
And because it has 1 hit point, we know that you succeed. It's dead.
Yes.
Rilith, do you want to attack the one remaining opponent?
Heck yeah. I want to show that I can actually stand up here toe to toe with everyone else. Or at
I'm
least
not just
go
an archer.
back
Okay.
on my heels, as it were. 15, 7 points of damage.
Okay, that is going to make it yellow. And
Basically,
it
I'm sharpening its talons for it.
It counterattacks on you and misses.
Ha
Narg. No, I'm sorry. I missed Nat again. Nat,
Oh yeah,
you
no
want
worries.
Poison. You want more poison?
One more, yeah.
Poison Rana.
I missed with a 5.
Okay, let's go. D12.
I feel like you've just got like the Hudson sprayer, and you're just like, just
Hit him.
boo.
Hit him with the.
That is. Oh no, wait, that's a 7. Sorry.
It had literally 7 hit points left.
Yeah.
That one.
And bursts. So the combat is over. There is now, the stench is almost to gasp level. Like it's hard to breathe.
My impression is this is like somebody like a truck of Fabuloso spilled.
Yes. Yeah. Or like drowning in fucking Fanta.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. So I'm going to give us just like 5 minutes bio break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because also we want to run like our Bria, I assume you have like a commercial loop trailer kind of a thingamady.
I do indeed.
Nice.
We will be back.
Yay.
Don't touch that dial.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Bree can totally fuck with us at this point.
You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize
To anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggly-dum-da-doo-da-terrio-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before? Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be
But
afraid.
every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggly-dum-de-tooter-terrio-dee, dee, a fwit-dee-dee-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before? Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize
To anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggly-dum-de-tooter-terrio-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before? Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
the world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be
But
afraid.
every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggly-dum-de-tooter-terrio-dee, dee, a fwit-dee-dee-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before? Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
Yar.
Oh, look, we're mostly back. I think we're missing someone's brother.
Who did not die.
He did. I just saw Princess Bride again because God bless that movie. But who did not die?
So you wanted to call it the Miklas Stag?
Ooh,
What did we say? The stag mix?
stag mix.
Stag mix?
It's like Chex Mix, but it's a stag mix.
Yeah, we have to spell it with an X.
Okay.
Because that's more extreme. with
It
an
is
X.
more extreme.
Yes, it's extreme, right? Yeah.
So we will continue because of the time. And when Mr. Tribe reemerges, he can join us.
That is
Over to
perfectly
you.
cool.
So the group rests up, heals up. Fortunately, killing the last ones, I do have chaos, but there was not a second mini boss like mother in the.
It's like a Matryoshka doll of yuck.
Oh, I'm absolutely. If I can stand the smell, I'm gonna just like wear it. Like if we don't know what these are, well, we still need to name them. Like
So the thing is, when you get farther away from the stench of so many of them, it smells like, it does not smell bad. It smells like berries. And the guts resemble dragon fruit. So
I wonder if it's edible.
Yeah, do you eat them?
I think that is becoming our thing here. Yes.
Anytime the dungeon master says anything like that, boy, you gotta.
You gotta.
No, I
So
agree. It's just messed
they-
up.
It turns out when you're eating it, you think those things were not plant animals, you think they were plants because it tastes like a fruit.
Ugh.
I mean, I've heard that said about dragon brains that they taste like fruit. So maybe, I don't know.
So does everyone partake?
At least one bite.
Sure.
You can't really know a stag mix without actually chowing down on it.
So
Yeah.
Narg, if you had to describe how much you could partake from sampling canapes at a wedding to I'm eating everything at Double Dave's, where do you fall?
Easily within a large handful, big chomp, and then can't admit that it's bad, so got to take another big chomp and just.
So Rayla, where do you fall?
I fall into the big handful, the big chomp, realizing that that's not meat, and don't have to have the macho reaction, so it gets spit back out.
Mick?
Oh no, I'm torn. I'm torn between these two reactions. Do I try to keep up with the double down, or do I spit it out like and say, "Oh, I'm gonna spit it out and be like, not meat."
Okay, and Nat, how about you?
Okay. Have I gotten plantier at all? Thornier?
So if later on you were having a discussion with your old friend who you call Fletcher because he's a Fletcher, even though he only makes one arrow a day. So
Sure.
I picture him a little bit like being Buddy the Elf.
Okay.
You just can't do more than like 12 Etch-a-Sketches. And he would ask you, like, did you feel plantier? Like, does that feel like something you could describe to him? Like, what does plantier feel like?
I may need to eat some not meat to see if it tastes like meat to a plant, in which case I'll be able to describe it to him.
So you're having an experimental portion.
Exactly.
All right, so I'm going to need poison saves or constitution saves, but the two so Mick and Lilith, you can make them at advantage. And Nat, who just had an experimental portion, you make it a flat normal roll. And Double Down, you're going to roll at disadvantage.
All right. I do want to. I want to say hello to our raiders who just showed up to apparently a vegetarian meat eaters contest.
It's true.
And oh, geez, really? Get in there. Okay. Wait, was this a Constitution save?
Yes.
Okay, great. So that is a 8. Oh wait, disadvantage. No, that's an 8.
Okay. Did anyone fail? So Narg does.
18. I did not.
Hold on. I did not.
So only Narg fails, which is poetic. I would then cut to and briefly, Paulo, do you want to really quickly explain what you're up to for the people that just dropped in?
So we slaughtered, we stomped on some monsters that we thought were monsters, but they were made of actual, as far as we know now, they were actually made of vegetables. And we, of course, being the brave, wacky warriors that we are, we, of course, had to eat our enemies. But now it turns out that they are plant-based.
In a larger sense, these are 4 chunky bro tribesmen looking for brides. All right. So we're going to cut to later in the day. And I think which character would say the following sentence? Will Narg ever stop puking?
Well, once I found out it wasn't meat, I just kept throwing up. Yeah.
I feel like Narg would say that.
So he would just, will I ever stop?
Will
And-
No, I think he actually has to say, "Will Narg ever stop throwing up?"
Will the Narg ever stop? Will the Narg ever stop puking?
it gets to the point where you're checking your expulsion for your own internal organs just to make sure you're not robbed of anything you need.
Here's the problem. Do you want to be in front of him and chance getting hit in the back, or in the back trying to avoid the puddles?
So
I'm
this is
just gonna say this is totally our swamp now because no one else is gonna want this.
Well, I'm gonna say hold right there, because literally as you say that, I'm gonna quickly a couple of things. Number one, you're in camp. Number two, don't worry about the exact numbers right now, but you've had a short rest. Number three, you're cooking partially to have some meat. And when he says that, you hear someone clear their voice from there's literally like a tree line in the swamp. Whose swamp was that again? When you hear it's a female voice.
Ours, of course. We put our mark here.
And you look over, and there are 4 women ranging in age, like teenager, so maybe 14 to 18 or 19. And they are more dressed than the people in your tribe. Most of what they're wearing is armor, and they have longbows, and they have short spears that are reminiscent of what Mick is carrying accidentally. But it looks like they intentionally have short stabbing. Was it the pilum, like the Roman short spear? So they have something that resembles more like a pilum. And they have strapped to their thighs. They have wide, broad-bladed knives, which are probably more for carving. They don't look like they're primarily weapon knives. And in the jungle, they probably serve the same function as a hatchet because the blade is weighted more with forward. That's not super necessary detail, Mike, but now you have it.
Thank you.
Are you the holes of asses that are removing our marks?
That would be me.
That is not the name of our tribe.
I have a question. Will Narg ever stop puking?
You have the poison condition.
Okay.
You can stop puking, but you are at disadvantage to any like skill and attribute tests, and probably look like a member of what's the band that does Black Parade?
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, you got kind of a My Chemical Romance look going on, like vaguely ghoulish.
Lots of red around the eyes, and
Yes.
A thought does hit me that if this kills me, do we name the swamp the Narg?
or the fruit.
Oh, just like my father killed by fruit.
Interrupt your friend trying to think. But I asked a question about the marks. So it's you that's been removing them?
They were in the way of me putting our mark on.
Do you understand why you put a mark on a thing?
So that we claim it for our own, of
But
course.
our mark was there first, and we had claimed it for our tribe.
It was in the way of mine.
That is
Our
not
mark
how things
deserved to
work.
be there.
whoa, hold on. Swamp women. I told you that we had to go into the swamp to find swamp women, and it happened. It's the swamp women. You're the swamp women, yes?
We are the Elkath. We are the women of the swamp.
I nailed it! I fucking nailed it!
Wait, before this gets out of hand. Dibs.
That's what we're saying. We put our dibs on the tree.
Yeah, but you
They're
can't
not
do
on the
dibs
tree
until everyone's
anymore.
there. That's how dibs works.
That's how Dibs works.
They are every bit as intelligent as we feared they were.
Thank you.
Rayliff pulls out a knife, walks up to a tree. See? Makes another mark.
Dibs.
One
Now
of
you
them,
can call dibs.
one of them actually picks up the bow and points an arrow at you.
Whoa.
Stop carving.
I think she just called dibs on you, man.
Our dibs are upon the swamp.
Well, no, we've already gotten that tree, and I start pointing the way back.
I just called dibs.
Well, look, it's just a swamp, right? You don't need it. We
It
do.
It is our home, horny man.
You live here.
Yes.
live- Wow.
Why would
That's
you
wild.
live in this godforsaken
Slimy
place?
mud hole.
It is full of wonders and resources.
They
Well, look, we were only claiming it so we look better and look cooler. And I think it worked, right? We look like we own more. Rah!
Many medicinal herbs grow here.
Size matters, right?
I mean, have you seen all this amazing stuff? Most of
No.
it grows here in the swamp.
I might have puked on most of it.
Look, when we get hurt and we don't feel well, we don't tell anybody and then we die. That's the right way to do things. Who needs swamp magic when you could just pass away in agony?
my brother
Like
speaks
my
the truth.
father.
She stares at you and smarter than you. And just kind of stares, lost for words. And another one of the women steps forward and kind of puts her hand on her shoulder, like, it's okay. I know you're trying to digest that sentence. And says, why have you come? Have you come to our swamp to try to conquer it?
Oh no,
No.
that's I got it, guys.
I mean,
We came to the swamp to look for brides for our tribe. The swamp marking is a result of just us having an extra idea.
Her eyes go a little wide.
I have 2 ideas.
So you have intruded on our marked territory to try to mate with us?
Well,
Not
we
you.
didn't know you at the
No.
time.
Not exactly. We're
Not
supposed
you.
to bring you back.
Yes.
Another one raises her bow.
So we're sitting at 2 and 2.
Why don't you choose a bride, you said? Why don't you choose a bride from your own people?
Oh, ah. Ah.
That's a
It's a
good
long
question.
story.
They all left.
They left.
Why?
Short story.
Wow.
Well, hmm,
Um,
that's a good question. Hmm.
yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
we do need men.
Okay.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
wait, what?
There's fewer men than we need in our village.
Wait, why did that happen?
I mean, because they live in a swamp. Okay.
Because
I mean, this fine establishment.
because we put all the ones we had to work.
I really
Marking
thought she was
trees?
going to say to death, actually. Whew.
Preparing food, making our clothes,
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
doing men's work.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
like hunting.
like
Who does the
hunting
stabbing?
and stabbing and fishing.
Killing.
The warriors.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Why are there not enough men if all they're
He
doing is
points to the weapons on the other girls. We are the warriors.
Oh,
Oh,
we are the warriors.
yeah, we're the warriors.
And would we be warriors in your village?
No.
Of course not.
I think I might know why your women left.
Well, I think I might know why your men left.
Yeah.
Why don't you go first?
Why?
Why did you ask that? Quiet.
I think that no one should make clothes. or queen,
Yeah.
or have to do anything they don't want.
So the youngest one actually says, "Yeah."
Yeah.
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 What is looks like to be the older one, who might be her sister, shoots her like a dagger look.
Is there one that's about my height? Like
Yes.
my eye height?
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna try to
Okay.
like stand up straight and not retch and
That's real important to the process. Yeah.
walk right up
Your
to her
head
and go,
eyes.
excuse me, my eyes are up here.
Roll on D12 for me.
And by the way, I did call dibs. 6.
She has one of those laughing jags where it's really hard to breathe. One of them, other girls actually says, "Amma, stop it."
Oh,
But his eyes, they're up there.
It's a pretty good joke. It's a pretty
You
good
know,
joke.
like boobs. What?
wait, what?
2 hours and 17 minutes for that joke. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
The leader says to the ranger, "You're going to need to remove all of your marks from the swamp, or we will have to fight you."
Ooh. Wait. Can I solve this with what do they call it? An odor? No, a form. Would that work?
What?
I don't know how to do
You
porn.
want to tell me a poem?
That was the one.
Riga, he's
To you.
he's trying to court you.
And
Oh.
odor. I smell your beautiful stench. It lingers like moss on a swamp tree.
Make a charisma roll, please.
Oh, Jesus. With my bonuses, I can bring that up to a 6.
Oh,
She starts laughing so hard that she has trouble breathing. She's now the second one to have done so.
We're going to win this by them not being able to breathe, and we can just...
they just passed out.
So one of the others steps forward. I don't know what any of that was, but she was serious. This is a territorial dispute. You're going to have to remove those markers and leave this swamp.
I'll tell you a secret. Here's the secret. My friend Narg, if you kill him and you don't tell him your name will be Narg. Do you want to get a new name?
Make a charisma save.
Oh, I gotta get to my sheet.
I can't wait to have a fight and then like, don't tell me your name.
That is a 13.
She is now. She tries to stop it, but it's that thing where you choke it and end up snorting. Mick, like the camera expectantly turns your way.
He was proud.
You want to hear a joke?
Yes.
Why did the stag get kicked out of the dough party?
I wish I can't stop.
He
I can't
he
stop.
was he was horny, and then I point to my antlers. he was
When the
horny. I don't know. I don't know many jokes.
When the 4 women recover themselves, they draw their spears. Come with us to our village.
Okay,
This is a win-win situation, guys. I think we do this. Yes.
Okay.
let's go.
Was not a request.
No, I
And
mean we could resist, but we won't.
we pull back the camera, and the camera follows us as they. Yeah, thank you. It was a very like horror movie pullback kind of as the group walks through the swamp to a small semi-hidden, because concealed, like the other you tribe didn't know this was here, and you pass men working in the fields because it's like rice paddy. They're growing things in the swamp.
Mm.
They are all buff. They're all Chads, and they are all grinning ear to ear, spectacularly happy. They kind of look up, and one who is completely swole actually looks over at Narg and goes, the 4 young men are taken into the village of the Alcath and are never seen again. And that would be the end of our second All Chads episode, which in this, given the outcome, will be when the Chads find the bride. Thank you all for coming and chatting it up with us. This could have ended any number of ways. Death was one, but that did not happen.
I survived.
Unless
We made it.
Narg's name ends up being Snoo Snoo, I think you're fine.
That's a good way to go. Can't believe Mick got a monster named after him.
Stag mix.
So we do have. I'm going to go first, but if you have anything you want to promo, this is time to do it. I'm actually running a thing called Mythic Sherwood at Sherwood Forest Fair this year, which is literally D&D run on the Sherwood Forest Fair site, which is D&D at a fair. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, that's kind of the hope, and it's shaping up really well. We're doing 3 times every Saturday and Sunday, and so it's 48 games total. And it's kind of run like a choose your own adventure book. So I'm actually in the process of losing my mind. I'm writing over 100 because depending on which ones you choose to go on, how they come out, the story will evolve differently over the course of the season.
Nice.
You can find more information on Facebook on Mythic Sherwood or Wandering Wizard, or you can go to wanderingwizard.guru for the deets. And 2 of these kind folks in attendance will be doing our opening day opening game. Both Barrett and Shannon are going to be doing our special guest star opening show.
Yay!
We're going to have live stream, so people will be able to watch it.
Nice.
Yeah, should be super fun. If you don't come out, you're a Nazi.
Well, it just jumped the shark there, didn't it? Just all the way.
The only way to avoid being, it's literally the only way. I'm sorry. I did
That's amazing.
Those are the rules.
No. So, Paulo, you have anything to?
Yeah, well, I will be at Sherwood Forest Fair. It starts the first weekend of March and runs for 2 months. So I will be trying to hang out with the D&D players as much as I possibly can, but I will be at the Greenwood stage probably 6 times a day. I don't know. I haven't looked at the schedule yet. But I will be there March and April. And I can't wait to actually hang out and throw some dice in real persona with the mic. And I want to note that just like my 4 eyeballs and my giant unibrow, I just had an amazing epiphany that we should have our 2 tribes come together and our symbol would look like that.
Whoa. Nice. Well, we're going to see how the PCs evolve that if they do. I do want to give a pro tip. I see a lot of fair shows, And honestly, there are a lot of bad jugglers, which are just like, and
Here's
now I've mastered 4. And now I've Paulo, however, is also a comedian. So his show is funny and lively and good, really good juggling, and also surprisingly nerdy. There's a lot
Extra
of jokes in there where if you're a gamer, you're like, was that juggling joke for me? Yes, it was. Adam, you got anything going on?
I'm also going to be out at Sherwood, but I'm going to put in a plug specifically for my favorite tea maker, Tabletop Teas. You know, you can find
Who's
it
that?
at tabletopteas.com.
Yeah. No, that's the
Nope,
wrong one.
wrong one.
Yeah, we never slide. Oh, here we go.
So close.
That one. Tanya, who makes it, is absolutely amazing at blending teas, and I must say that I put way more of that in my body than I probably need, but I absolutely love it.
Gross. You're working with the wedding folks, though, right?
Yes, this season I will be working with the wedding crew. So if anybody's going to a wedding or having a wedding at Sherwood,
Yeah. Here's the thing.
probably
Getting
meet me
married
at Adam
to
Duvalle.
You should get married just to go work with Adam to do the wedding, even if you don't love them.
Sounds like that sounds like the beginning of a great documentary. This man married 6 women just to hang out with his friend Adam.
Anything you want to pimp, Mr. Tribe?
My wife, who you may know as being the voice of Agent Carolina and Pira Nikos on the Rooster Teeth shows Red vs. Blue and Ruby, is currently raising money to complete the back half of her TV show Genre Graveyard. You can go to seedandspark.com/fund/genre graveyard, or just search Seed and Spark and Genre Graveyard together, and I'm sure it'll be the first thing that comes up. Donate. Let's get this show taken care of. The first 4 episodes were completed by El Rey, and then El Rey went under, leaving 8 unfinished episodes, unaired, unseen, and
It's
not quite
super
ready
fun.
for TV.
It's super interesting, and it's a different take on looking at horror than I've ever seen before.
And if you want to check it out, you can actually watch it on your Roku device on the Roku channel, or you can just go to the Roku.com and find it there. So again, if you type in Roku.com and Genre Graveyard into Google, it'll probably be the first thing that comes up. So,
Jen's going to be at Hero Con, right, Barrett?
I
think so.
Yeah. Then
Okay.
if Sam says yes, then yes.
Okay. Boy, there you go. Thanks.
Well, I think so because I know she's not, but we have the same agent. So,
Right.
Okay.
And I know that she and Sam Ireland are going, so I'm pretty sure she's going to be there.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's the first one she's done in like 9 months, 10 months.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
things are reopening.
there's some stuff going on in the world, Barrett. We're gonna have to have a talk. Like, there's some shit going on. Okay. And you have anything to pimp, Shannon?
So I'm going to be out at Sherwood doing that show, but you already talked about that. So like literally that is all I've got going on for the time being, but I'm active on social media. So if something comes up, I'll be sure to talk about it.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks to the Chads. I hope it was not what you were afraid of, and more what you were hoping it was.
Yes.
Yeah. We've got I think a final trailer after this, so let's go ahead and give them our cheesy 80s closing credits wave. And
Yeah, show them the guns, everybody.